There's Poprad. It's left of the town here. We've got the mountains behind us. Here's a shot of the valley. It's now Sunday afternoon. I never did get any further up Saturday because it was about a 3-hour backlog and waiting. Here I'm trying to go up a little higher today, but as you can see, the weatherman sure as hell ain't playing along. So I'm just going to walk around a little bit here and see where we get to. Today I couldn't go up at all because the cable cars weren't running at all because it was too windy. At the other end of the park in some unpronounceable place. I never was good at pronouncing 5 consonants in a row. Here's what the area around here looks like despite the bad weather. I've now deviated off the main trail, headed off on a side one because there's the main trail. I never could enjoy walks on trails that were paved roads. And on a good day, the traffic is bumper to bumper. Well, you know, there's no cars, just I guess it would be sole to heel, whatever. People going up on top of Mount Rysy, so I think 2,500 feet, which is right on the Polish border. According to one of my tour books, even Lenin was up there. It's about a 4.5-hour walk one way from here. That was actually my goal. And I hope it's not too hard to climb, but from what I understand, enough people do it, so it shouldn't be too bad. But maybe next time. Meanwhile, let's follow this little side trail and see where we end up. No, my little side trail just only took me to was to this fancy hotel. So let's double back and see what else other side trails there are. The second reason for coming up here was for this fantastic mountain lake. Goes on forever. I'm tempted to walk around it, but it's a little chilly. I mean, it is the beginning of July, but we're at about 1,200 meters, and that makes it a little on the cold side. So I think I'll just head back and film a little from over there. We've even got a couple of ducks up here. Yeah, here he is coming over.
Look what a nice bird.
Ez a sárgás hol?
Egész nagy. Nézd, a kacsa. Igen, mindjárt kacsa meglátszik.
But there's fish in here too. See if I can zero in on them. I see him swimming there.
Oh, sheep. Sheep. I eat brains.
The birds close in on you too. Guess this ain't a natural reserve for nothing. Even kids can scare them off. Yeah, here we are now. You try pronouncing this place. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 consonants in a row make it a little difficult for me. Like this, 1,346 meters high. There, here you can get some idea of the size of the lake. The mountains here are dotted with these mountain lakes, but there's only about half a dozen that are this size. In the distance you can see a ski jump. This area hosted some World Ski Championship in 1970, and during the winter this is a ski paradise. And during the summer it's a hikers and mountain climbers paradise. Easy to get to, cheap. What more could you want out of life? If you're coming by train from Berlin, it's just under 20 hours of travel time and costs about $30 one-way fare. In the distance you can hardly see them, but those are the hills up there, and at the very end there's Mount Rysy, which is actually where I wanted to go, and that's right on the Polish border. But again, all you can see right now is mist, so basically you can forget it. Here's another shot of the length of the lake. And a couple more little duckies. Of course, just to remind you that you are in a tourist trap. Although it's mainly Czech tourists that come here. You have your 50,000 little stands selling all sorts of things. Everything from souvenirs to sausages and beer. And this here is the train we're going to be taking down. And again, like it says, Czech I always loved. Right now I'm at Strba Pleso. Don't ask me how to pronounce it, it's Strba. And I'm taking this thing to Strba, I guess. And then catching local jobby to Poprad. But I always hate it when you get more than about 3 continents together. This here's the train I took up. This is the Tatra electric railway. Actually, it's just an oversized streetcar. And it goes down tracks that look like this. You can... I guess so that it doesn't gain too much speed, because it goes down in a couple of about 3 kilometers wide. It goes down about 800 meters. Since it's starting to clear up a little, these are the hills I didn't manage to climb. Well, I don't expect them to run away, so maybe I'll try another time. It's starting to clear a little bit now. Well, just about everybody's heading home now, because it's starting to get a little late, relatively speaking. I mean, it is only 3:30 or something like that, if I recall correctly. Here's some of the countryside. Well, it's blocked by trees right now that we're leaving. Some of the chalets around here. Quite a bit already into the valley. Here's the local train taking off to Bratislava. Quite a long jobber too, by the looks of it. That's the Czech State Railway, CSD. This is the one coming from Košice, which is where I was last time. Some cars come from Strba, wherever that is. Away she goes. Railway heading up for another run. And away it goes, floating off into the wild blue sunset. And here's my local jobby coming in. This is one of these whistle-stop trains. In about 30 or 40 clicks I got to take, stops about half a dozen times. And this here's the fantastic station of however you pronounce it. Try that one for a tongue twister. That's where I'm leaving now. Go back in to the big city of Poprad. Here's some of the Czech countryside as we're cruising by it. There's our mountains in the background, like Tatras. Or to me so far, the inaccessible Tatras. Something or other. Oh, got sharp brakes on this thing. How much this is going to come through the monitor? It doesn't look like very much other than mist, but we'll see when we get home. This is called traveling in comfort. Mom, you probably remember this turkey. This is a Schlafwagen, sleeper. You have 3 beds, and to just before the German border. So again, we're talking about a 9-hour trip. It's costing me 100 krone, which works to about $4. And to demonstrate that this thing has all the comforts of home, we have here in the top compartment, we even have your water glasses. And look at the bottom here. Let's see if this trick is going to work, because it used to work in other places. Yes, lo and behold, you have your own sink with running hot and cold water. No guarantees that the hot water is going to be hot though. And as we slowly whisk our way out of here, you can see in the distance the hills that we never did make it up to. There you can see. And if I sweep in this direction, you may even see that the sun is haunting us. It's come out now as I'm leaving this world. See if we can get a little close up of the mountains. The train I'm on goes all the way to Karlsbad, but of course I get on just after Prague because that's where the routes change. Again, they just haven't got their act together here. It's costing me 100 crown for this sleeper, which is like just under $4. I asked me if I wanted to pay in Deutschmark. I said, depends on the rate. It was put in 15 marks, which is like $10. Needless to say, I paid in kronen. So far. Just notice another improvement they have. Besides being able to lock the door, you can now also chain the door. I think this is a reaction to what's been happening in Italy. A lot of cases where a sleeping car, the car's been broken into, people sprayed with sleeping gas, and then zonk. Next thing they knew, they were away with their money. By the way, you also got room here to hang your stuff for your luggage. You know, I mean, and you have three bunk beds. I have this whole thing all to myself. There's a shot of the fencing countryside that we didn't get to. On the current timetable, there's a paragraph now that you're allowed to photograph railway property and railway trains, etc., unless it's specifically marked as no photography. As in the olden days, when the commies were in charge, photographed anything of military significance that included trains, railway stations, bridges, etc., you were automatically deemed a spy and treated accordingly. facing to the south. A shot of the south side, the tracks, so to speak. Some nice hills for wandering through here too, if that's your game. Skoda goes like this. How do you double the value of a Skoda? You fill up the gas tank. This is one of the super express trains that Czechoslovakia has. One of the things about it is reservations are required, and secondly, it's marked in the timetable. This does not wait at any stops for connection. So if you've got a connecting train and it's late, yours on a lot. This bugger goes. Comes from just this side of the Russian border, and it goes all the way to what they now call Karlovy Vary, which used to be Karlsbad. He leaves Košice about 5:30 in the evening and gets into Karlsbad at about 7:30 in the morning. That's a distance of about 900 clicks. And for a Czech train, that's pretty much record time. panoramic of how one of these sleepers looks like from the outside. You have 3 beds, one on top of the other. I don't know whether I paid extra to have the whole thing to myself, or whether I'm going to find myself with some neighbors as time goes on. And then this is what the hallway looks like, carpeted all the way. Decks for 10 krone. Good old Czech beer. Now, curved, you now have the hills and the setting sun on the other side of the car, facing north, or whichever way the train's going these days. Correctly, in a few seconds we're going to go in a tunnel